Hello and welcome to In Stitches with Jackie. Today I'm going to start this really cute little Valentine pillow. It's called a Little Birdie Told Me. This is a Kimberbell project and it is also a free project. So you can go to the kimberbell.com website, punch in a Little Birdie Told Me, and this is a free download, either embroidery or if you want to do traditional applique. We have the, this is a grunge, Moda grunge. That's going to be my background. This is going to be my white part, which is going to be under the main, under this main heart. And then the heart fabric is going to be this. I could probably use, I might check into even maybe using the vinyl. I'm not quite sure what the background fabric is. So, I mean the, what the stitch is right here. So this is an older project, so there's really no background quilting to do with this. Now it is a small pillow, I think finished, it's like 10 by 10 or something like that. I'm starting out with 10.5 by 10.5. I did back this with fusible SF101 fusible backing. This is kind of like a linen, a very soft fabric, so I definitely back that with some SF101, and I did back this one also. And then there are two pieces of Kimberbell leather. Love this color. I forget what this color is called. I think it's called Robin Egg Blue, maybe. And so I took the background quilting design for the next pillow panel, which is the February 14th. I took that quilting background, and that's what I am going to quilt on the back of this. So again, the instructions don't show any background quilting. They just show taking the stabilizer, taking the back fabric, marking for measurements. I am going to do it differently. I am going to quilt my background fabric for my pillow. So we're going to go over to the machine. Okay, I have the design pulled up, and I did combine the design. So the background quilting is separate, and then I, with my embrilliance, I went and, or I could have done it in a machine, I went and put my other design over that. And so it will stitch out as one design. I do have my 9.5 by 9.5 hoop. Oh, let me get this a little tighter with my cutaway mesh stabilizer. I picked out a very nice pink, light pink thread. So my first stitch here is going to be for my placement line for my bedding. gonna go on to the next part, but I just wanted to show really just how beautiful this quilting is. There's the word love, there's a little love letter, there are little hearts here with another little love letter. There's a bird, little bird up in the corner there. Just really, really pretty quilting. Okay, the next one is the outline for the bird. So to keep the same color in. Put a little black in there for his eye. But yeah, I just realized that. I was like, his beak is supposed to be orange. And so are his feet. But, oh well, what are you gonna do? I could go back and put a little bit of orange over it, but it's not gonna look right, so I'm just gonna leave it. Alright, this is just going to stitch the little thing for his eye. And I am going to change my color to white and for the next part. Okay, it is going to stitch the placement line for the, what are they calling this? Like the bubble, the speech bubble. got finished with that satin stitch. Now it's gonna do this really pretty bean stitch. And I'm gonna do it with the red. Okay, now it is going to do the satin stitch around the heart, which is what I thought it should have done instead of going back and forth, but I definitely could have changed the steps, but that's fine. It's gonna go ahead now and it's going to do the satin stitch around the heart. Satin stitch finished up. I am going to load this with white to do the bean stitch, and that will be it. Okay, so the embroidery part of it is done. Okay, so I have the whole top of my A Little Birdie Told Me completed, and I did show that I had a little mistake here because I tried to embroider my granddaughter's name, and as it was embroidering in very small print, very small embroidery, I realized that I spelled it wrong. I had two E's to start off with. I have no idea what I was thinking, but by the time I stopped it, I tried to get all of this out, and I couldn't. So what would you do? I mean, I wasn't gonna scrap it. This is really cute. I mean, I made a mistake there too, but I cut out a little heart from the embroidery, from the leather, from the Kimberbell leather, and I'm just gonna stitch that on there. And you'd never know that there was a mistake. So there you go. I'm going to put, this is going to be a little pillow, like a little, I think by the time it's all done, like a little 10-inch pillow. This is going to be the flange. So again, just tiny, which is super cute for giving to my granddaughter. She's 3, so it will be cute. But I'm going to make some more because this did not take long to do, and I'm going to put their names in the heart, my granddaughter's name in there. So, but I'm going to do that in brilliance instead of trying to put it on after the fact. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get these the flange part stitched on. This isn't going to take long at all. So I'm going to start with the top piece. Okay, I have all of my flange put on here. And what I am going to do now I have some extra feet in here. Actually, I have a lot of feet for this machine. I'm going to take this 1/4 inch off, and I'm going to put my open toe, because I'm going to kind of just applique. I'm going to applique this little heart on my little mistake here. And I'm just going to do like a straight. I'm just gonna do like a straight stitch. I'm not gonna try to do any type of a, you know, I could do like a blanket stitch or something like that, but I think I'm just gonna stitch around it, just as simple as possible, because it's small. And I can already see that it's not gonna be super easy. Put that more down, trying to stay. Yeah, this is probably not the best machine to do this on, because you don't really have all the nice settings, but nonetheless, it still look cute. And I can do what I'm doing here is just kind of walk this needle like that. Put this down. So sometimes with machines like this, you're better off kind of trying to do this manually like this, because I feel like I'm going to be a little more accurate. And even that one went a little off. There we go. And I'm just going to walk this for these next ones too, because it's only a couple more stitches. Back to where I started. Okay. Oh, that came out cute. Let me get my little scissors. Can always fix a mistake. Not a problem. How cute. Very cute. So again, that little heart's not supposed to be there, but it's covering up a mistake. I'm trying to decide, I might put a little stabilizer on these, but maybe not, because I'm going to be stitching here. So this, but I'm just going to do the, you know, where the two pieces of fabric are folded in the envelope. They call it an envelope style, because it's just this little small pillow. But how cute is that? I mean, it's adorable. Did not take that long to stitch. Really, really cute. Again, stitch quality, digitizing is always really wonderful with Kimberbell. You could see how beautiful the quilting is. It says love with an envelope. And then in the corner, oh, that's the bird. Okay, so they got the bird there. And then you've got a little birdie right there. Background quilting, that is something I purchased, but this actual design, the birdie with the heart and the bubble, this is a free design on Kimberbell website. Okay, just gonna do the last step in this A Little Birdie Told Me pillow. So my pillow finish came out to 10.5 by 10.5 square. And what it says to do is to take cut for the back pieces, cut two 7 by 10.5 inch pieces of fabric. And then what you're going to do is you're going to kind of turn over the edges at that part of your envelope. You want those, the part of your envelope, you want to stitch like a little, just like a little seam there, just to make it look nice. And I did mine a little bigger. So I did mine 10.5 by 9. And the reason being is I like to have a little bit of a bigger cuff here. And I just always feel like every time they give you measurements for the pillowcase envelopes, they're always too short and the pillow sticks out and it pulls apart. And that's one of the reasons why I don't care to do these types of pillow backs. I tend to put zippers on mostly everything, but this pillow is so small that I decided that I didn't need to do that. So I am just going to stitch just a straight and this is not a 1/4 inch. I still have my open toe foot on here, and because this is a bigger hem, this is fine. I did the same thing on my second piece. Okay, have that done. Again, stitch quality on this machine is very, very nice. I'm gonna get that piece of thing off here. And so I really think that this little pillow is cute. Let me move this and let me take this a little bigger here. So some of the ideas that I was coming up with. So if you have embroidery software, or even on some of the Baby Lock or Brother machines, or whatever type of machine that has a, you know, a more interactive, bigger screen, you can do things. But in my embrilliance, I thought it would be nice to like stitch a Little Birdie Told Me, or going around this way, a Little Birdie Told Me. Again, putting, I'm gonna make more of these. This is just my sample. And I wanna put like my granddaughter's name on there, and then just put like a Little Birdie Told Me. You can even do it like that. Just to kind of give it a little something more, because I get it. It's kind of like a Little Birdie Told Me, kind of like this is what the birdie is thinking, love. And so it's obvious without words, but there's a lot you can do with this. Before I stitched this over my mistake, I thought, how cute would it be to get a really decorative heart button, or you know, again, embroider another type of heart, or even add a design in here, because you can most definitely do that. So there's a lot to do with this. For a free design, Kimberbell.com, look under, you could do a search for free designs or a Little Birdie Told Me. It will pull this up. And again, it is a free download, sewing or embroidery. And it gives you all the directions for making the pillow if you haven't done that before. So yeah, I'm a big fan. All right, so when you go to, and for anybody who has made a pillow, believe me, I messed this up quite a few times in my earlier days of sewing, because I would always start from the back and put this like this. And no, you want to put this to the front, because you are going to turn this inside out when you're done. So you want to make sure that you're putting these on correctly. And I, even with the, see how much of a, this is how much of an opening to that I'm going to have, which I think is really reasonable size. And if I would have went by the size they said, it definitely would have, there wouldn't have been as much of you know, the pillow. You're going to see the pillow. This is going to be a little pillow. Now, after I finish this, I have to sew my flange. So if you've never sewed a flange, stay tuned for that. Okay, I got that all sewn. And what I did off camera is I went around again. Now you could just reinforce these sides, but I always, when I'm making pillows, I always go around twice. It's just what I do. And I am going to turn this inside out, or not inside out, but correct way out. This pillow could be finished with a zipper. For me, I just feel like it's a small project. You don't have to do that, but you could. And let me get my my corner thing. Okay, so just gonna use my OESD tool. I'm not gonna push that too much, but I want to get these corners out. You could make this in a very short period of time. And it's got that other little end too, but even though it's rounded, you want to be careful because I have punctured, but because I put 2 layers of stitching, I should be good. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this to the iron and I'm gonna press it really well because I'm not done yet. To make the flange, I'm gonna have to stitch in the ditch so that when the pillow is put in here, you have this area. So I'm going to, it's nice to kind of go around, kind of try to nestle your seam a bit like that. Get your fingers wet. You can get a little bit of water and do that even at the iron. Press it really nice and I will show you the last step. Okay, I have that all nicely pressed. Let me move that out somewhere. Sorry. All very nicely pressed. I am going to put my open toe foot on here. Okay. Why does that feel like that's stuck? Oh, there was some thread stuck there. All right. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just gonna stitch. Sorry about the camera. Sorry about the lighting. I'm doing my best. All right. So what I want to do, kind of hard to do with this little machine. Okay. Trying to, whoops. I'm gonna line this up and I'm gonna manually put the needle in, choop, right like that. My foot is down and now I am going to stitch right in the seam. Now am I, you know, perfect world, I have pink and red, so this I'm stitching with like a gray Aurifil gray thread, which I love because I feel like it's appropriate for everything. And I'm just doing my best. Again, we always have to remember these are little projects. They're not up for awards. You could see where I went on my red a little bit. So I'm gonna try to stay a little bit more on the pink side. Make sure that your back is nice and flat and nothing is shifted. And I also did the pink and the red, so if you want this to look nicer, I probably should have put the red on the back also. But you know, it's all an individual thing. You could definitely make a couple of these pillows in a, you know, Saturday or whatever, you know, belt a few of them out. Make really cute gifts. All right. Okay. rid of these beginning threads here. It looks like there was no stitch in this area here. Hold on 1 minute. I'm gonna have to stitch a little bit of this because there was a missed area according to the back. Okay, that should be good now. Okay, let's move this back. Let's move this. So here you go. You can see my junk pile here. So you could see how when the pillow is going to go in, I'm going to put the pillow in right now. This is super cute. Now I wanted to show you, I'm taking the pillow out of here. This was the other little flange pillow. This is from like 2 years ago. This was another DDE, a digital dealer exclusive through Kimberbell. You could still get this design, you know, find a participating quilt shop. And, you know, you can most definitely get ones from the past. This is leather. So I'm going to take this little pillow because Kimberbell sells these little size pillows. I mean, look at how small they are. It's pretty small. What is it? It's like a, I don't know, a 7 by 7. So this one might be a little small. I'm thinking this one's going to be a little small. I'm thinking that thing was this is a little bigger, but maybe not. Maybe not. Remember, I made this definitely this envelope. I did make it tighter. That's why it's a little harder to get in, but that's okay because when it's in there, let me get rid of these stitches. And anytime you put the pillow in, but see, even with me making it bigger, on this one, you see that there was not that much space, and I kind of felt like the pillow was popping through. And this is another reason the pillow's a little tight in there, and this is why I always like to do a zipper. But I'm the one that chose to do this bigger. I didn't do the small. See how they just usually do the small? And I did mine a little bigger, and I think it's just creating a little bulk there. But that's the completed pillow. I mean, how cute is that, right, machine? You can most definitely do this. They do have a sewing version also. And when it prints out, it also gives you all the directions on making the pillow. Thank you for stopping by. Please like, share the video, and please hit that subscribe button. I'd greatly appreciate it. Just a little close up there again of that stitching.